Hello! Okay, so we're gonna... Well, I was gonna make a full build guide about this, but it's honestly not that different from... Shit. Sorry, it's honestly not that different from the other build, and I don't honestly... Well, I like them about equally. The other one is much better for clearing. This one seems to be better for bosses, but it's not quite as consistent. Anyways, I'll explain that in the comparison video. Don't mind that. That's not like a camera or anything. I just got the HTC Vive, and that's one of the laser sensors. So that probably looks a bit odd, but don't mind it. Yeah, so we're using the same thing for... We're just using a single target version of Rain of Arrows because I'm not using Saboteur, and while you're using Assassin, the what's it called doesn't work quite as well as you would like for single target. The
An adversary slain. Briefly lives on in the lessons taught.
Need a moment to catch my breath.
Sorry, the what's it called? What the hell am I talking about? One second. No. Right, the no, I don't know what I was saying. Never mind. I'm just gonna keep going and pretend that didn't happen. Cool. Right, no, I got it. So I'm not Saboteur, and using, you know, Sunblast and 2 cheap constructions works well until you kill something. In which case, it is likely maimed, and then you gain 40% increased skill duration, which essentially renders that useless. So unless you one-shot an enemy or a boss, if you don't one-shot a boss and he has ads, you're kind of, it puts you in a really bad, shitty situation. One that I want to avoid. So I ended up just making a single target version, and it's working out about just as well. I will play around with it a bit more. I think if you want a cultist and CI, you would obviously circumvent that entire situation. I didn't do that though. I instead went Assassin because the 100% more damage on the poison was pretty huge to me. So I haven't done Atziri on this character yet. They're both the same level. This is something I wanted to ensure, is that they were the same level at the point of comparison, so that we can get a good comparison about where they're at. Now I imagine this guy's gonna shred. I don't think either one of these guys is gonna have a problem with Atziri. Yeah, that is about what I thought. So as you can see, that was clearly better than the other build. For single target anyway. I'm on a 4-link again, no 5-link setup here. Same setup in terms of the equipment, really, except instead of elemental damage, you want some physical damage. That was almost good. Okay. Right, so yeah, the equipment setup's pretty much the same, and honestly, the skill tree is almost the same, except instead of elemental damage, you get physical damage. It's most of the damage comes from double dipping traps anyways, in both of these builds. Oh, sorry, no, it doesn't come from double dipping in the other build. The other build is just pure elemental. This build comes from double dipping trap damage and all that into poison. Right now I don't have phase acrobatics on this guy, so the other guy, but I think this guy in general is a bit more tanky because I am running Enfeeble and Grace instead of any damaging aura. So that is also a benefit of running this version, is you don't really have any damaging auras because you don't need any. And yeah, I've had an easier time doing the Uber Lab with this guy than with the other guy as well. Stemming from the fact that my single target setup is still Rain of Arrows and is not Vaal Burning Arrow, because you can't get any of the Vaal gems up during Uber Lab on the Zaro phases. And so I had a full key run with this guy, no problem. Again, I wouldn't be hit by anything. That was an integral part of surviving that, is that would probably have killed me. Health-wise, they'll both be at about 5,000-ish near the end by like level 90, which I'm good with. I think that's good enough for a trapper build on softcore. Specifically, if you want more on hardcore, you can probably go into the ranger area. Damn.
The greatest
Right.
threat, deep in dream, holds the key to another world.
Did that guy die? I think so. Just come here. Not like that. Alright. So, yeah, I mean, the other one cleared pretty quick too. This one would have cleared a lot quicker if I had probably used cluster traps with the cheap construction. It's just not reliable. I hate, like, it's good for, it's better than this, what I'm doing right now, for almost every situation. But when it fails so ridiculously hard that I don't, you know, it's just not worth it to me. Considering how fast we clear anyways with this build. Yeah, I mean, you could do it if you wanted to, and I might play around with it a bit more, because it pretty much does one shot. I believe when I tried it out in Standard before coming onto this, before I started Prophecy with this build, I had one shot Shrine Piety with one set of traps on a 4-link. Like, it did much more damage than the other one. But the second you mess that up, the second you don't crit or you kill an enemy beside him, you have to wait for 4 seconds. 4 seconds is a lot of time to wait on a trapping build, just running around not being able to leech life back. So yeah, it's up to you. Both work pretty well. Again, clearing this build's not as good as the other one because of Herald of Ice. Herald of Ice makes clearing much nicer because it kind of gets rid of the stragglers with the explosions and one throw of the traps. Pretty much shits on all of them. Well, I think this is a lot faster than the other one. That's actually, I don't know, because we cleared the other one with just the AoE one. This one we do need to use a single target variant. So I'm expecting out of this to get a flask. Oh, that's okay, right? So that's never happened on the other one, right? That doesn't happen all too often though. Right now, you know what? This is looking a lot better for clearing Atziri. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have to switch anything here because I have a single target setup and a multi-target setup. Trap cooldowns is a bigger problem here because we're not Saboteur. And Saboteur has an extra little trap cooldown that makes a gigantic difference in your general clearing speed and in certain sticky situations where you want your traps to be up. Yeah, so that's never happened on the other guy. That's for sure. Yeah. So when you crit, the reason that's so incredibly damaging is because you have so many more multipliers on your poison. It's absurd how many of those you get. Damn it! That's my first mortal piece this entire league, though, so I'll take it. Yeah. That, I spent this whole thing talking about how I like the other build more, and that's still true for most things, but for Atziri, this is clearly superior. You know what, though? I don't know if that's... You got it down to no health, but that's just because poison keeps it going. I think both are pretty much equal in their clear speed, to be honest. Anyways, thank you for watching this. I'll catch you on, I guess, all the other shit I'm gonna compare.